Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Father's Day Showdown. Whew, it's finally here. Welcome back to Race 164, the show where we race toy cars and pretend like it's a big deal. If you're just joining us or if you haven't been to the channel for a while, let me catch you up, okay? I moved, got a new house, don't have a racetrack in my basement anymore. I have no basement, okay? I just have a crawl space. And in case you're thinking what I thought, hey, I could probably put a track in the crawl space.
Yeah, that ain't working.
So, we're gonna shred in the shed instead. Wow, the rare triple rhyme. Except I planned it. I totally planned it. So anyways, here's the format for this year. We got, in the 10x10 shed, a quarter-mile oval. That's right, this year's format is based on Spectator Drags. So it's one lap on the quarter-mile oval. Actually, a little bit more than a lap, because it's kind of like you're starting at the exit of turn 4 and then doing a whole lap and then finishing at the entrance of turn 1. Once again, we have 64 dads, with one exception, competing for Father's Day glory. It's a double elimination tournament, okay? So you're not completely out until you lose twice. I'd also just like to mention that this janky, ugly old shed has a name now. It's called the Freedom Shed, and I made a sick logo for it. Yes, it's a ripoff of the Freedom Factory. But look, if the Freedom Factory is where they manufacture the freedom, then the Freedom Shed can just be, you know, where we store a little bit of it, right? Also, I tricked it out with some fresh new lights. Wait for it. Oops, keep waiting. Wait, what's going on? Oh, what? We got a light for the finish line. Oh yeah, light at the start. A light over turn 3 and 4. Racing under the lights, brother. Except it doesn't make for great racing. I need to tweak it a little bit. It's kind of dark. So, I don't know if we're racing under the lights tonight, but I wanted to show you it. I'll work on it. We'll race under the lights, but for the kickoff show, we got to be able to see stuff good, right? All right, that's enough talking. Let's go to the hat of names and meet the drivers for heat number 1. I am so excited. Okay, who we got? Let's take this one. Get good at opening these with one hand again. We got Mark Balog. First name out of the hat. Mark Balog is going to be racing against Ben Ayton. Mark is driving this 1984 Audi Sport Quattro, and Ben is in the 2009 Ford F-150. All right, here we go. The 5th annual Father's Day Showdown is underway. Here they go down the backstretch. We got a spin out and a crash. And oh my goodness, Ben Ayton takes the win in reverse. I don't know what happened to Mark. He's gone. He fell off the track. We have some serious safety concerns with the new track. Well, we're kicking off the tournament with a bang. Ben lost control on the backstretch, went totally broadside at the entrance of turn 3. Mark T-boned him, and then Ben threw it in reverse and managed to cross the finish line. I don't know what happened to Mark. I think maybe he tried to pass Ben by going off the track, but like, that's not a good idea, Mark. Don't go off the track. So Ben Ayton takes the win in Heat 1. He's moving on to tonight's main event. Okay, let's meet the drivers for Heat number 2. Taking the inside lane, Brian Whitley. In the outside lane, racing B-Man, we got Sam Elliott. Brian Whitley is driving this BMW M3 GT2. Sam Elliott is in the Volkswagen drag bus. We'll see if the drag bus can handle the steep banks of the new speedway. Here we go with heat number 2. Door to door into turn 1. Oh boy. All right, neither car passed the finish line, so we're gonna change lanes and run them again. Okay, here we go. It's heat 2, take 2. Sam Elliott on the inside lane. Door to door into turn 1. Sam drives off the track. Brian Whitley is gonna cruise to the heat win and move on to tonight's main event. Let's take a look at what happened. Well, I don't know. Brian might have just bullied him off the track, or maybe the bank was too steep for the Volkswagen bus. But either way, old Sammy wound up laying on his side down in the infield. Brian Whitley takes the win. He's moving on to tonight's main event against Ben Ayton. Before tonight's main event, I would like to point something out. Here at Race 164, we don't have any real sponsors, so we just make them up. So with that being said, tonight's main event is brought to you by Red Meat. Comes from cows, not laboratories. Red meat. Okay, and here we go with tonight's main event. Brian Whitley on the inside lane. Oh, Ben has wrecked. Is it a repeat of Heat 2? It is! Brian Whitley cruises to the main event victory. He is moving on, the first car into the top 16. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened to old Mr. Ayton. It looks like the steep banks were just too much for the pickup truck. Center of gravity just a bit too high. Tonight's win goes to B-Man, Mr. Brian Whitley. Listen, he handled the new track like a pro, okay? Other guys are out here, they're going into that corner too fast, too high on the bank, and it isn't working. Brian just cruising nice and steady, Mr. Consistency, crossing that finish line first. Just like that, we're right into the 2024 Father's Day Showdown. I'm fired up. That's gonna do it for tonight. Look, if your dad didn't win today, remember that's okay. He's already a winner because he's got you. Thank you so much for watching. Jesus loves you and so do I, and I'll see you next time right here on Race 164.